What's up, everybody? All right, just wanted to make a video today about really how to become a better trader. And it really just comes down to building a process and refining that process and building your edge. Um, if you're like most traders who lose, right? 95% of traders lose, give or take. Um, then you're probably just, opening up your chart, finding a pattern, and then throwing some money at it, hoping it goes in your direction, whether you're long or short a stock. Frankly, that's why a lot of people lose. A lot of traders lose. They're not really being meticulous. They're not being detailed enough. They're not looking at additional factors or indicators. And by indicators, I mean value that's behind a stock that could allow it to move or really even prevent you from making bozo mistakes. And what I'm talking about is just particular key identifiers as to what makes a stock uh, a good tradable stock versus one that maybe you should stay away from. For example, a couple things. You want to be looking at overall market trend, right? You want to be looking at the macro, and then of course narrowing it down to what's going on with a particular sector, or maybe if you're trading the micro caps, are they moving? Are they not moving? You definitely want to have that kind of holistic approach, kind of a top-down analysis. More importantly, of course, when you're looking at a particular stock, you're not just looking at the chart, or at least you don't want to be just looking at the chart. You want to be looking at key indicators that bring value to a particular highly probable trade setup. So, for example, you want to be looking at the shares float that's available for publicly tradable shares. So in this particular case, on this stock, we have 42.68 million shares available. We're going to be looking at the market cap, which is the market valuation of total outstanding shares that are available, the dollar value of that. You want to be looking at the short interest, so how many, short bias traders out there that have opened up a position but haven't yet bought to cover. You want to be looking at, of course, relative volume, right? And then, of course, your volume of shares traded for the day. You want to be looking to see if there's any, dilution of the stock, if there's any, warrants or offerings or any financing. These are all things that could dilute the stock and actually bring the value of the stock down. So if you're long biased, that's one thing that's could be a potential threat to your potential of making good money. When you're looking at a particular stock, you also want to be looking for patterns, right? So patterns is usually what makes or break the opportunity to get into a stock. And what I mean by that is you're looking for a key identifiable patterns that either fit your particular trading setup, or that are kind of going along with the trend, where if you invest, you should be able to get it in and out fairly quickly. Of course, you want to be looking at volume of shares, buys and sells. And then, of course, you have chart indicators, right? So you have exponential or simple moving averages. You have the VWAP, which is the volume weighted average price. These are all things you should be very, very familiar with and look them up and be intimately familiar with before you even begin to trade. What's your bias? Are you bullish or bearish on a particular stock? If you're going to enter in a stock, are you at or near any major support levels? Are you looking at the 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart, daily chart? Are you looking to see if these are trends that are, occurring, or maybe a reversal pattern? Are you trading at a particular time of day? When you're in a trade, when you're wrong, are you cutting your losses quickly? Or if you are correct, are you taking profits along the way? These are all things you need to be considering even before you essentially get into a trade. So if you want to become a better trader, build a trading plan, identify your edge, and keep refining until you get better and better. And don't forget to journal. Until next time, have a good day.